Hey guys, and welcome back to Bad About Skin. In today's video, we are talking my ultimate skincare favourites of 2024, as determined by those products that I've used down to the very last drop. Now, I would normally call this like an empties video, but empties, they can be good or bad. Today, I just want to focus on the positives, those flawless and amazing products that I've used completely and have already either repurchased or have another one whizzing its way to me because I never want to be without them. Sit back, relax, let's talk my ultimate skincare favourites. Now, the eagle-eyed amongst you will notice a little bit of a different setup for today's video. That's because today's the day I'm actually leaving this house, moving somewhere completely new, and it feels a little bit like an end of an era. This room is completely empty now, bar for the wardrobes, which I think a lot of you will probably remember as like the backdrop from every single video I think that I've filmed in the last 4 years. Feeling a little bit of emotional, but I thought I wanted to do one last video in this room. There is nowhere else for me to sit, so I've got to stand and do it, but you can see there's still some product behind that is the last thing that I'm going to pack and go. So let me know in the comments section below, how long have you been with the channel for? Do you remember this room, this setup right way back when we set things off in 2019? Or are you a more recent viewer of the channel? Either way, I would love to hear from you. This is, like I say, a bit of an end of an era and I'm feeling a little emotional, so I thought let's just plough all of that energy into talking some fabulous skincare, kind of the purpose of today's video. So for one last time in this room, let's cut that waffle and delve straight on in. So all the products featured today I have used down to the very last drop. A couple of them I'm going to snip off the tops and scoop out any remnants, something that I would always encourage you guys to do because trust me, if you cut off the tops of your products you'll always find like another 3 or 4 uses in there. With the price of everything going up and up, trimming the tops off, best way of just getting a little extra bang for our buck. I've got a lot of products to talk through in today's video and they're all behind me, so I'm going to reach behind and start with the first one. Starting with some cleansers. This one is the Harborist Balm to Gel Cleanser. This features in a lot of my empties videos because I'm forever going through it. I only use a tiny amount, but this is the cleanser that I reach for when I need something super gentle that's just going to hydrate, nourish and remove everything. My top tip for anyone that likes mineral sunscreens, which, let's be honest, can be quite difficult to shift from the skin. If you're a mineral sunscreen fan and you want a cleanser that's going to remove it like that, get this. This is hands down the best and most effective cleanser that you'll find at taking off mineral sunscreen, and it is so gentle. There's about like 8 ingredients in here. I don't know how they make it so effective with so few ingredients, but I think it just goes to show it's not the amount of actives in something, it's how well it's formulated and the choice of those ingredients that really matter. This is like a 10 out of 10, ding, holy grail for me. And I've ordered another one to be delivered to the new house. So it'll be there for me to greet me when I get there because this is absolutely done. A great brand, cruelty-free, as are all the products mentioned in today's video. So yeah, if you did want to try this out, I've linked it, as I will everything, in the description box below. But this has been with me for years and is going to be with me for years to come. Now, up next, continuing with the cleansers, is this product. This is the Dr. Sam Flawless Cleanser. Now, you will find quite a few cleansers in my empties and favourites videos because I am quite lavish with my cleansers. I like to use a lot. I like to massage them in to really get the lymphatic drainage going. I see cleansing as far more than just washing my face. It's kind of a bit of a ritual for me. I don't know, is that just me? Or is there anyone else there that really looks forward to a good cleanse and really enjoys it? Let me know in the comments. But I can be a little lavish with my cleansers, so I do go through quite a few. So I've always been a fan of this. This is the Dr. Sam Flawless Cleanser in the original bottle. But they now do this refill pouch. Look at the size of that. They now do a refill pouch, 400 ml, which you can then decant some into here, top it up, saving a lot of plastic, which is great. But honestly, don't let the brand know that I say this, but honestly, you can just use this as your cleanser. The cap on this is so good that you can just dispense a small amount out and put it out. If you don't mind having something bulkier like this on your vanity, you really don't actually need this container. Just buy this to start off with. It is so much cheaper. And yeah, actually it allows you to disperse the right amount. So I probably won't bother with this. I'll just take it from this one. It is so good. Now, let me just a PSA to brands out there. If you want to do refills, don't do it like the Kim Kardashian way, where the refill had the exact same amount of plastic as the original and cost like 20 cents less. That is not doing refills. If you're going to do refills like Dr. Sam. Look, this is a refill, a lot less plastic. You're definitely getting a saving. This is so much cheaper than buying the equivalent 4 of these. And this is how I hope more brands will do refills in the future. Now, finally, when it comes to cleansers, an oldie but a goodie. This is what I mean by snip off the top. So this is done. This is finished. Snip off the top, you'll get so much more product. And this is the PSA Skin Reset Cleanser. I absolutely love this one as my treat cleanser. I've gone through a lot of slightly higher price cleansers to try and find that luxury one that I want to reach for. And honestly, all of them left me a bit disappointed. This is the exception. This has Manuka honey in, so it's nourishing, it's calming, it's hydrating, but it's also really luxurious in terms of the feel. It's not that expensive. I also have a discount code for PSA, which is linked in the description, that gets you 20% off, and that brings it down a lot in price. So this is the cleanser I use on those days where I need a pick-me-up. I want to just feel a bit special, treat myself. I definitely know when I'm moving into the new house, after a full moving day, which honestly, I am dreading. Once that's all done, the first product I'm going to reach for is this. Run a big bath, soak away everything, and use this as my cleanse, because this just makes everything feel fabulous. It's that luxury treat that I'm never without. And like I say, snip the top off, I'll get another 3 or 4 uses out of that one. Now, some other favourites and empties that I've got are from The Ordinary. There's actually 5 The Ordinary products that I've finished. If you'd have asked me like 2 years ago, I'd have probably said I'm phasing out The Ordinary. I was a bit fed up with some of their new launches. They weren't really hitting the mark. I think a lot of their OG products had just been done better by other brands. And I think The Ordinary was stagnating a lot. Then, 2023 hit and they came out with some phenomenal new launches, and that pace has continued. And I think all of these products are new, well, bar one are new launches, and I think that's just testament to how amazing the new innovations and formulations are. So the oldie from the OG collection is the Ordinary Pycnogenol. You guys know I love this. Couple of drops of this into your moisturizer, slap it on the skin. Best way to boost the antioxidant protection of the skin. One of my favourite anti-aging antioxidants, which I called out in a recent video, which I'm going to leave a link to up there. The Ordinary Pycnogenol, always have it on hand. 2 of the new products are the Soothing and Barrier Support Serum and the Aloe 2% NAG 2% solution. So the Soothing and Barrier Support one, which is the one you see all over Instagram, this is actually quite, this is definitely done, I don't know. Oh, there is a tiny bit left in. This is great for razor bumps, so I'll use this when I shave, just minimize any razor bumps. You can actually use it on the body. If you get those razor bumps anywhere, use this, it will get rid of them. Absolutely love it. The NAG Aloe is a fantastic calming and soothing serum. However, I'm cheating a little because I'm technically not repurchasing this. They've come out with a new milky toner, which again, I covered in a video, which I'll link up there. That actually has a slightly higher percentage of NAG, which is a key ingredient in here. And so I'm actually going to be swapping this one out for that milky toner. It's kind of the same product, albeit with a slightly higher percentage, and my skin just drinks it up and I love it. So it's a favourite, and yes, it's going to be continuing in my skincare routine, but in a slightly different form, going for that milky toner as opposed to this standalone serum. But either, honestly, are amazing. And then we've got two little white tubes. This is the Retinol 2% emulsion, my current go-to high dose retinol, all the anti-aging. If you want a full explanation of this, again, I did a video which I'll link up there. This needs a video in its own right to explain how amazing it is, but also a few cautions to say. If you're new to anti-aging, retinoids in general, maybe this will be too strong, but for everyone else, this just kicks it up a notch and is perfect. Absolutely love it. So yeah, one of my personal favourites. I will say it's only 15ml, so it lasts me about a month because I use a very small amount, but I do find myself buying it quite a lot. So if you're someone that likes it, I would probably recommend buying a couple. And there is sometimes you can buy like the duo packs, they'll send 2 together. That obviously saves you some coins. So kind of shop around if you are a fan of this. I'm probably going to put 2 on order because I think that way, I just know I'm going to get through it. Then finally, this is the Multi-Peptide Lash and Brow Serum. This I absolutely love. You can flick it through the brows. They're just absolutely amazing. So with this one, I've been using it for 3 years now, 2-3 years, something like that. I'll dig out one of the videos that I did, sort of like I did a 90-day update on it. I'll dig that out and I'll link it up there. Check that out if you want to. But yeah, absolutely love this. I find I genuinely have fuller and easier to tame brows. I don't use it on the lashes. I just can't be bothered. If I'm honest with you guys, I can't be bothered. I don't use it on the lashes. I do flick it through my brows twice a day, and I do genuinely notice a difference. So for the price, I'm happy. And they also do the duo. You can now get them in a duo pack, which saves some money as well, like with that retinol, which I'm gonna do. I like it. you've got to be in it for the long haul. You don't get results on day one, but 90 days in, it was enough to make me want to continue to use it. So for serums, to finish off serums, I thought I'd have more Empties in the serum category. I don't, but that's fine. The Ordinary are doing a lot of the heavy lifting in my skincare routine at the moment. But another product I always keep, and was again mentioned in that anti-aging antioxidant video I linked earlier, this is the Timeless Coenzyme Q10. Q10 being my favourite antioxidant. This protects the skin, it plumps, it juices out. You've got glycerin, you've got aloe in here. It's just got a lot to hydrate, nourish, and plump out the skin. This is like a 3-in-1 because you've got your anti-aging from that Q10, you've got a really nice plumping action, and you've got some nourishment and hydration. It's one of those great products. I don't think it's the cheapest out there. Timeless, certainly here in the UK, isn't as cheap as it is in the States. But I think if you're getting like a 3 for the price of one kind of serum in this, I think it's worth it. And I think it's something I'll be buying time and time again. So for the pores, I've got a whole category for pores. I have pores as deep as serving platters on my nose. Always have done. There is very little you can do to change the overall size of your pores. However, you can keep them blackhead and sebaceous filament free. Make sure they're clear of all that congestion and they'll appear smaller. And you can also use some skincare to, at the margins, shrink the size down. I've tried just about everything over the past couple of years and nothing's really worked, except for this. This is the Allies of Skin Prebiotics and Niacinamide Pore Refining Booster. This is the only product I've actually used that's had a meaningful impact on the size of my pores. They've shrunk down. I notice it, I can see it with my own eyes when I look in the mirror. It's made a difference. And that for me, that's pretty special because like I say, I've tried an awful lot of skincare over the years and none of them have really done a whole lot. This genuinely does. I'd probably say if I had to put a number on it, I'd say that my pores are maybe 20 to 25% smaller than when they were, 3 months ago before I started this. That to me is the best reduction I've ever got. So it's not the cheapest product, but I'm going to keep buying it because I think when you find something that just works, that's a sign to add it to your ultimates for the year and then keep purchasing it, which is what I'm going to do. And again, the code that I shared for PSA, which is the sister brand to Allies, also works for 20% off this, which again, I've linked in the description box below. It's a splurge product for me, but it's just worth it because it actually works. And then finally, we're going to talk about moisturizer, and then I'm going to come on to one separate product for the oily skinned folk amongst us. This is the Geek and Gorgeous Happier Barrier. So I shared a video which kind of went semi-viral, and lots of you guys have been trying it and saying how well it's worked. Well, this is a tack to remove sebaceous filaments and blackheads from the nose. So what you do is you get an oil-based moisturizer like this one, and you massage it into the nose for like 60 seconds every single day. After about 3 or 4 days, you'll notice such a difference. Like I say, minimizing pores is two-pronged. That Allies of Skin one will minimize the overall size. This will to keep them all congestion free. And I'll link that video up there if you want to explore it in more detail. I love this hack. I just think it's such a great one. I learned it from Natalie O'Neill over on TikTok, one of my favorite content creators, and it's never done me wrong. So this is my go-to for that hack. It's inexpensive. It just works. And so yeah, this is a personal favorite of mine when it comes to just keeping the skin congestion free. I tend to focus it on the nose, but it works. Wherever you have those blackheads, you can absolutely use it. Now, finally, and this is just for the oily skinned folk out there, with summer coming, a lot of us go, oh, just knowing we're going to be a grease slick morning through till evening. Well, don't worry, because this is the SBR Micro Peel Sebra Clear Toner. So this has 4% niacinamide and some exfoliating acids in. This also has some drying actives in too. So this will strip away all that excess oil and just leave your skin matte almost all day long. Now, I wouldn't recommend this for anyone that has even combination dry skin. This is just for the oily folk out there. But if you're someone that dreads summer because you know how greasy you're going to be and you know that you'll put your makeup on, it'll look snatched and fabulous, and 30 minutes later, it's slipping off your face. If that's you, use this. As you can see, I've got a tiny amount left. One's on order because this is my summer staple. Do I think you should be drying out the skin? Absolutely not. I don't like those drying lotions and stuff. This is the more gentle version of it. It just keeps that excess oil in check. And for me, it's an ultimate summer staple. Not for everyone. For the oily skin folk out there, this one ticking a lot of boxes. So there you have it, guys, a rundown of my ultimate skincare favourites for 2024, as defined by the fact I've got through every last drop of them. Thank you to each and every one of you for being on this journey with me for the past 4 years. It does feel like a bit of an end of an era and transition to a new one, but I'll have a new filming studio. I'll be able to do so much more with the content. It's going to be fantastic, but this is tinged with a little bit of sadness. So I'm going to go pack the last of my skincare up, get in that removal van, and I'll see you guys on the other side. Just like I say, thank you for being with me on this journey, and hopefully you continue in the new location, and I look forward to seeing you there. Love to each and every one of you. Take care. Bye.